looks like they're hinting at huge things to come. And they've introduced Maya Lopez, who plays Echo, and it's rad because she's native and deaf, and the actress who plays her is also native and deaf, and she's getting her own spin-off. Disney and Marvel's already announced, so I dig it a lot. Have you seen it?
I have yet to dive into that one, but I will definitely jump on it per your recommendation.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And then my second rec is just like last week, kind of getting into the Christmas spirit. But one of my favorite Christmas movies is The Family Stone from 2005. Cast is great. It has like Sarah Jessica Parker and Claire Danes, Rachel McAdams, Luke Wilson, Craig T. Nelson, Diane Keaton. It's a nice like family drama / comedy. Have you ever seen it?
The Family Stone. That doesn't ring a bell.
They all it's like they all get together at their parents' house, and Sarah Michelle Gellar and I think what is his name? I forgot his name, but like the eldest son, they're like meeting his girlfriend for the first time, and the family is not too big on her. But yeah, I love it. It's a movie I like to watch every Christmas season.
Is that streaming anywhere?
That I do not know. Thanks for putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know if it's streaming. I know you can rent it everywhere on everything, and I know during the holidays everywhere plays it. All the big channels, all the big cable channels play it. But yeah, those are my two recs. What about you?
All right, Rex. And I'm going to have to check that out. I don't know how... I have never heard of that one.
Yeah, I think it's like... Man, I think it's like 2005 or 6.
What?
But yeah. And the cast is, like I said, I read off the cast. The cast is really great. Yeah, check that out.
Nice. All right, so I have one real rec. And it's, you know about it, but The Deep House.
Okay.
Which is, for anybody interested on, it's like an aquatic horror film, and it's streaming right now on Epix. And I'm pretty sure you can probably do, if you haven't already subscribed to them, you can do like a free trial to check out what they have. And they have some pretty decent stuff. They're more obscure stuff too, kind of like how Prime does, which is cool. But going back to The Deep House, it's two young influencers who are known for their thrilling underwater content visit a French lake that holds a completely submerged house underwater. But the house's dark secrets quickly become apparent after the couple do some serious exploring. So this one, I can't say too much about it without spoiling anything, because it pretty much gets right to the point. But it is deeply disturbing. Yeah, this one really fucked me up because, you know, I am, although it is not in the ocean, it's in a lake, which is a little bit more safe. It's still fucking super unnerving, and the way that it's shot is so beautiful. I have no idea how they did some of the stuff that they do in this, you know. I don't know if it was just like a giant set, but they have a huge house, which seems like it's multiple stories, completely submerged in water, and everything is intact. Like when you go inside, you can see everything. Like it's fully decked out, and they're really doing it. And supposedly the story behind this is like the water level, I guess, rose over time, and it was perfectly preserved for whatever reason, and that's kind of part of like the big secret of the movie. So I can't really say too much, but it's super scary, like on a real level. It takes a lot for me to get like shaken up, and this one was definitely a nail biter for sure.
Who directed it?
Alexander Bostillo, one of the directors of the Leatherface origin story.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's so good, because it's French horror. They're always rad. And they also did that movie Inside from 2007. I don't know if you've heard about that one.
Inside. Why does it sound familiar?
It's about a pregnancy.
Oh, yeah. I definitely got to check that out.
Definitely.
You said it's streaming on Epix, right?
Yes, now. It's pretty rad, dude. And then I'll throw in the, since Dexter New Blood continues to up the ante every episode so far, I'll throw that out. Dexter New Blood, if you haven't jumped on, they're about, I think, 5 episodes in now, and it's getting pretty wild. I'm really into it. It's already better than the last season, so.
I think anything will be better than that last season. Have they said how many episodes that is? Is it like 7 or 8?
Supposedly, I think it's 10.
Oh, okay.
Which is great, because then there's a lot of room to do some stuff in that 5 episode gap that's missing. But
yeah,
and that's on Showtime, of course, which you can do through the Showtime, like straight through their app, or you can do through Prime, I believe.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And now for the movie focus of the week.
So this week we're talking about Crazy Stupid Love. It's PG-13. It's from 2011. It's a romantic comedy. It runs at 1 hour and 47 minutes, and it's got a 7.79 on Rotten. It's written by Dan Fogelman, directed by John Requa and Glenn Becerra, starring Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Julianne Moore, Marissa Tomei, Kevin Bacon, and John Carroll Lynch. Cal Weaver's happy existence is suddenly derailed after his wife suddenly breaks the news that she wants a divorce, which sends Cal and those around him on a journey in which they explore their own definitions of love. The film script first began to take shape in 2009 with screenwriter Dan Fogelman using his own life experiences to guide the story along, as well as writing the character of Cal with Carell in mind as the film's lead. After the script was pitched to Carell, who quickly came aboard, and Warner Bros. Soon bought the rights to the project, with the rest of the cast jumping on the production. The production began in early 2010 and marked the very first feature film to be developed by Steve Carell's own studio, Carousel Productions. The film turned in a great profit at the box office, grossing $142 million worldwide against a $50 million budget, not including the massive physical media release, bringing in another $24 million. And that's DVD and Blu-rays. Overall, Crazy Stupid Love is a slick, fun, and ultimately wholehearted piece of cinema where every performance is on point, perfectly blending humanizing drama with comedy and interwoven story arcs that are all equally engaging. If you have yet to take the trip, we highly encourage you to check it out now, streaming on HBO Max. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
So we all know why we're here tonight. Now I want you to tell everybody and tell me, why do you think that this is not only a perfect movie, but a perfect rom-com? What does it mean to you, and do you remember when you first watched it?
So, I didn't watch it until 2015, and I know it came out like 2011. I had just never gotten around to seeing it. Always wanted to, but just never did. But yeah, like 2015, I was kind of going through it. Had like a kind of shitty year. Was having a shitty year, and one night I just decided to turn it on and watch it super late, like at like 1 or 2 in the morning. And honestly, like, it honestly didn't like, obviously it didn't like cure my depression like right then and there, but like as the credits rolled, like it legitimately like made me feel better. And I've seen it like 30 plus times, and every time I see it, it gives me that same feeling. And I think it's just because, like, how do I put it? Like, it does such a good job of showing multiple sides of love, and telling you that it's never, you know, just one thing. You know, love is like super fluid. It's always changing. It can be a love that you've had for years, and it could be a love that just ended, or a love that you wish could happen, or a love that is built on lust. But it does such a great job in telling that story of love. That's why I love it, and that's why I think it's tops in rom-com. But yeah, like, it does a very good job at getting its point across. At least I think so.
Yeah, no, I can back that up, because I remember I went to see this when it actually came out, so I saw it in the theater, and I wasn't expecting it to be as great as it really is, because if you watch the trailer and stuff, it kind of feels like it could be a number of all these, you know, different movies like Valentine's Day, or like She's Just Not That Into You. All of these movies that are kind of like have a great cast, but they're not always like the best material, I guess, or it's like following these kind of cliche tropes and stuff, you know, that we've seen done and recycled over and over again. And what this does is kind of puts a spin on all of that with a great cast, and it doesn't drag, it's not boring, it's genuinely funny. There's great morals to it, for the most part, and everything, the way that it's shot, the way that there's actual twists in this that you don't see, that you're not going to see coming. It's just an all-around really fun time, especially for being PG-13. They get away with a lot, and it's not super raunchy or anything, but there's a lot of fun to be had. It kind of reminds me of like certain things, like the old like 16 Candles and shit like that, you know what I mean, where they're...
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. It's like I said, it's just done very well, and from everything, like you said, it all comes together and makes it the perfect romantic comedy. But yeah, and everyone's always like, that can't be in your top 5. Well, I'm fucking telling you, it is in my top. And I think like one of the first times we met, I think I remember telling you that it was in my top 5 movies.
Do you remember my reaction? Because I don't.
I don't, because I had some substances in my body, so I don't fully remember. But I do remember. I'm pretty sure I've told you that Sandy has this like list of all the movies we've watched together, and dating back from when we first started dating till now, she puts everything in her notes, and I believe this is one of the first that we saw together. Like, we gotta watch this movie together, and it was one of those ones that we like started at the same time. I was up in the Bay Area, she was down here, but we like started the exact same time, and we would text about it and stuff like that. So this movie definitely means a lot to me.
diving a little deeper, is there any